Hi, I'm the Bluebrixx, and today we're gonna be waiting for a train. So grab a drink of your liking, take a seat by the fire and enjoy. This is the 1907 by Xingbao, the train station. We've got a lot to look at and to talk about, so let's just jump right into the real hard facts. This set has 4,762 pieces, a list price of €200. It weighs 3,748 grams. This means we're at 4.2 cents per piece and 5.3 cents per gram. There are two versions of this set. This one is by Xingbao and the alternative one is by Bluebrixx. The Bluebrixx one has the set ID 101043 and a list price of €150 with 3,563 pieces. You've seen it immediately. The difference is the price and the piece count. The real difference between the two, apart from that, is this has a full interior, whilst the Bluebrixx one is empty inside. You only get the building with everything around that, but if you open it up, there's no interior. I wanted the full experience, so I got myself this one. When talking about the facts, we have to measure things. For that, I'll put this aside for a second, but we'll talk about the box in a moment. We have a width of about 52 centimeters, a depth with the staircase at the back of about 29 centimeters, and a maximum height of 33.5 centimeters. I'll get rid of this. I'll move over that. And we're gonna go back to the box because we have to talk about some things. The box. This one barely fits inside my screen, and that box is massive. The front view. The rear view. We have a handle and the 5 figures. Inside of that box, there are actually more boxes. We've got 2 boxes with their own design itself. We've got A and B, and it's the same way on the other side. Inside of these boxes and boxes inside, the box section, we've got a printed instruction that is kind of thick. In there we've got sticker sheet. Get rid of that one really quickly. The instruction. This is one of the best instruction I've seen in general, not just for this specific set, by Xingbao in general. I like these a lot because everything is clear. You have all the stuff shown in colors, but everything that you've built already is like slightly grayed out, so it leaves no doubts what you're supposed to do. I don't know the entirety of the building steps because we have 13 segments, and the way that the counting works is you have the leading number, which is the segment, and then the building step within that segment. And for each building segment we start counting from 1 again. So I did not bother to add these all up. I found the instruction totally fair. You're gonna get through it, leaves no doubt behind. It's all fine. Let's put this to the side so we have enough space for the real deal. Next to the real deal, we also get 5 figures. I'll try to get a bit closer to the camera to show them to you, hopefully with a bit of focus on these. I have to beg for your pardon. Lost the haircut on this dude. But these figures are, they come with the with assembly required, and they are really weird. The hair and that stuff is soft plastic. Yeah, these are just nothing. I mean, A for effort, but that's about it. So we'll talk about this. Also, apologies again, please, I've lost that one. This set has actually been sitting on my shelf for about a year. And if you're now wondering what a year, and you still got the box, what kind of maniac are you? Yes, this set is truly one of the main reasons why this YouTube channel or this video exists, because when I bought and built that, I kind of wanted to show the world that there exist brick-built train stations outside of the world of Lego, but since even inside of the world of Lego there aren't really train stations, I thought it's worth showing the world that there are some. And since in the meantime, since I bought this set, I've moved, and this set during the moving was not only moved to my new home, but also twice between the home and my workplace. So this set has seen some serious road time, and it has suffered at 1 or 2 points. When talking about suffering, one of the things that did not come from that though, and that is one of the few points that I really want to have a word in, the plate flax. The green foundation that you see is 8 16 by 16 plates. We're not building on base plates, we're building on normal plates. And since most of the foundation for the actual train station is not normal building technique, but starts not on top technique, you don't have the entire weight of that thing pushing everything down at every point. On the rear side, the weight of the building will push it down, but since there is no real connection towards the front, and there's only the tracks and those plates, there's not enough weight to push those plates on the bottom down to the ground. The way the tracks are built, I really like that, and I like that so much that I thought about building my own track around this train station, even with the 1x4 tiles on the tracks. I'll show that to you in a moment, but we're gonna have to dismantle the set because it is a modular set. Still a quick word towards me talking about the existence of Lego train stations. Everybody loves trains. I mean, you know that, I know that, the entire world knows that. The only people who seem to not like trains are the ones working for Lego. I never understood why in the Lego world, and in details in the Lego City world, there are no real train stations. We're in the privileged time span of the Lego history in which one train station exists. The 60335 by Lego City for €80 and 900 something pieces. Yet the last one prior to that was, I think, in 2014. And that Lego never really managed to get a hold onto trains and train stations is something that is rather sad. Because, I mean, it doesn't even matter which size the train is, whether it's a cargo train, a passenger train. It doesn't have to have a license. We don't need like a TGV or a bullet train or anything fancy like that. Just give us any kind of train. Fictional one. Nobody cares. What matters is there is a train and a train station. And most of the times you have like 1, 2, 3 trains in the Lego universe, and then they retire these, and if you're lucky enough they build a new one in the next couple of years. But for the train stations, like, there are 4 train stations in the entire history of Lego City. 4. How long does Lego City exist? 20 years by now? More? What the hell? So that's why I got to this one. And just in case you have like a Lego city or like a Lego room where you build your Lego things into like some sort of city or area, and if you've got a train running around that, this will most likely fit in gloriously. Yeah, well done, Xingbao, Bluebrixx, and all the others around that, and all the people behind that who thought building that train station was a great idea, because hell yeah, it is. But that's enough of rant by me. We want to look, or mostly you want to have a look inside that. We can take off the roof, and a couple of words ahead for that roof. Building that is probably the most complex thing of the entire building, or not really complex, but at some parts it's a bit tricky, because you build the roof and you're building things on top, and you need to apply counter pressure from the bottom so the entire thing does not collapse. But it's so deep in there that you'd have to get your fingers in, that it's kind of difficult at some points. So that's the most tricky part about that. Once that thing is finished, this roof is made to last. That would probably survive an earthquake. That is really stable. Because on this version, inside here, and I'm actually sad that you can't lift it up, there is some sort of library. You build many bookshelves, and on top of these bookshelves you fix the roof partition. That is really cool and makes it sturdy. So that's it for the roof partition. You even have an entrance, because obviously we have stairs. And these stairs are on the other end of what we just talked. These are the most fragile parts of the entire set. Don't know how many times that I've broken off these stairs. They look really cool, but they break at the tiniest movement. Then we've got the next layer. And again, this is built a bit like a library. I believe this part is supposed to look a bit like a ticketing desk. All these reflections. Yeah, that was the leaf of the plants. I'll get to the decorations later. Where am I gonna put it? Oh no, put it there. Then we've got wobbly stairs again. There's a quill. And we've got the base. So we've got the waiting area with a few benches. I really like the tiles down there for the decorative flooring. Looks really cool. We also have prints in here. Where is it? A huge map of Germany with the railway network. We've got this that says departure and destination in German. And these doors have the German word for waiting room, I think. So we do not only have a sticker sheet, we have prints, which I really liked. And another thing that is printed, which I really liked at the beginning until I started to build it, but I'll take this one, is the clock. And I need a focus to that now. Xingbao, it's nice of you to include prints for a clock. But your clock... The tile for that is printed in a way that you can never fix it so the 12 is on top. It's either tilted 45 degrees to the left or the right. And that is multiple times. It's not just one misprint. Each and every one of the clocks included in the set has this error. That's mostly it. We have that little shack down there. We have a shack over here that has a couple of boxes for cargo. Part quality, nothing to argue about. The colors, I mean, if you look at this part over here, you'll notice some color differences. If you come out of the Lego world or are used to Lego color differences, this is okay. If you really want to look at the top notch and want to have perfect color quality, you're not going to find it here. So I'd leave that a bit up to your standard. I'm okay with it, but it could be better. Now you know how the other chimney got taken out by me, how that happened. Which way is it? It's like this. So, one more 360 view. and then we're gonna talk about it a bit more. One thing, more rotation. For some reason Xingbao has the affinity to do some of that color stuff too. It is that, and the entire foundation of that is built onto 2x2 Bluebrixx. I don't know if that is some sort of Easter egg joke because it's in a cooperation with Bluebrixx and they hid Bluebrixx inside. But it's like 50 or so. Why? You don't see them, but still when you get to that building step and it's on the base, so it's really early, and you're sitting there and building 50 blue 2x2 bricks onto that, you're like, the hell did I join up here for? That's a bit weird. I'm sure I will forget or will have forgotten quite a few things in the end. I'm gonna be mad and sad about that again after I recorded the video. But I think I've shown all the important bits about that to you. In the end, to conclude it, it's amazing that there is a detailed train station. The train station is also made in a way that every train will have enough space to go through here. Doesn't matter if you have like a smaller 6 wide or like 5 to 6 wide train out of the typical Lego world or of Bluebrixx, for example, would ride through the train station, or one of the larger 8 wides. We'll talk about a couple of trains in the future because I do have quite a few trains of different vendors sitting in my shelf just waiting to be showcased in a video. And since I've now showcased the train station, obviously the next step would be to showcase a couple of trains. So that is going to happen, and I'm going to put them on display here for sure as well. I love that set. As I said, I even kept the box for I think over a year because that set was so great that I thought I'll have to show that to the world, because when I looked on YouTube about people showcasing that set, I couldn't really find anyone showcasing the set in a way that I thought would fit the set in the English language. There are a couple of German channels, or German speaking channels, that talk about the set and praise the set in a way that I believe it deserves it. But the English speaking world, at least for what I found, doesn't seem to know about the existence of a set like this, and this set does not deserve to be unknown. This set deserves to be praised and showcased because it's great. The fact that this set kinda is the reason that I joined YouTube to showcase brick sets says everything about this set and how much I like it. So I think at this point there's nothing left to be said except to say bye. I'm the Brick Pie.